What's up, guys? My name is Bryce Bettinger, and I know why you're here. You want to learn how to fish and become a pro just like me. So we got our local Walmart right here, and I'm gonna buy some rods and some tackle. Let's get right to it. So guys, we gotta hit up the fishing aisle and get some tackle. I think I have a rod in mind. So the first step is to pick out a rod. Look at all these nice rods. We got some nice combos. They're pretty cheap, not too expensive, and yeah, I mean they're all right, but I kind of had one better in mind. You see this right here? This is what we're going with, guys. So now that we got the rod picked out, it's a beautiful rod, by the way, we need to pick out some hooks, some weights, and a bait of your choice. Let's go take a look at them. Alright, so for the weights, we need to get something that's not too heavy to where the line will snap if you cast it, but not too light to where like you can't cast it out far enough. You got to get to the fish, guys. So what I had in mind was something like 3/8 ounce, good for like drop shot. And for hooks, you don't want too big of a hook. It's all your like opinion kind of, but I was thinking some size 2 typical gamakatsu hooks work pretty good. And for the bait, this is also a personal opinion, but usually more like clear kind of water. You want green because it's more natural, and if you're like fishing in dirty water, you want like darker colors like black and blue so it can cast out like a shadow so they can see the bait easier. But anyways, I usually have some good luck on these robo worms. Nice little margarita color with a yellow tip. It's just my personal opinion, so you go with what you're confident in always when you fish. Excuse me, sir?
Yes.
Do you think I can catch a fish on this?
Yeah, you could catch a fish on that. I saw it on YouTube. A little boy using one just like that had the Ninja Turtles. He was wheeling a little trout about that big. A
Awesome.
little one just like that.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
We got our weights, our worms, our drop shot hooks, and this very cute pole that I'm gonna catch a giant fish on, so let's do it. No thank you. What do you think of that rod? You think I can catch a fish on that? It looks good?
Funny. I don't know. I don't fishing.
No fishing?
Toy? No.
It's not a toy, it works.
Really?
I hope so. Alright guys, let's unbox this baby. Ah. What are you doing, Misty? As you guys can tell, comes with some fake leader line right there. A little something that doesn't work, and a fake plastic hook just for show. I don't know why they do that, but they do. Up next, we have the real deal right here. The fishing pole itself. Alright, so next I'm going to be showing you how to tie on the hook and the weight the proper way. So what I'm going to be rigging up is called the drop shot. It's basically what the hook is on top and then the weight is on bottom, just tied onto the leader line. So you stick the line through the back of the hook's eyelet, you pull up, give yourself about, I'd say 14 inches of extra line. You take 3 fingers right here, and then you pinch it on top right here, and the hook's down here. So then you start wrapping the extra tag line around, I would say 4 to 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so you see how we have like this little twist in the line up there? We basically pinch that down, and we come with the tag line, the extra line right there. We go under the twist, and then we pinch it again right there, and then we stick it through another loop that gets formed as you pull it under. So basically you go like that, you pull down the tag line just to the point where it like stops near the eyelet. You gotta wet the line so it slides down, so you just go like that, slides down, there you go. You got the knot. The hook's not going anywhere. Next is the weight. So basically, you still have this extra tag line, right? So you stick it through the front of the eyelet so the weight sits behind the hook and you pull through. So now we got our drop shot weights right here. And yeah, so we tie, like as you can see on the weight, it has a little clip thing right there. It should be enough if you just stick it through the hole right there, pull up, and then the weight stays on the bottom of the hook like that. So as you can see, I got about like 14 inches of extra leader line from the hook to the weight, and that way it like kind of presents the worm more realistic. So speaking of the worm, this is my choice, and you can hook up the worm as many like different techniques or ways that you want. You can do wacky, which is basically when you put it right down the middle and it kind of just has this flopping motion like that, or you can nose hook it, which is what I usually do. You just stick it, you stick it through the nose of the worm right there, and then it sits like that. So this is basically the full rig right here. Worm, hook, and then 14 inches of leader to the weight.